Now the lottery system illustration part 6. Using the infinite Dster coordinate quadrant system. Now the Powerball for the third are 15, 21, 24, 32, 65, and Megaball 11. Powerball 11. And the code for that draw was code Dster 15. And as you can see, where the hitting numbers are in the Dster quadrant system, now the first number 15 would be in quadrant 2. 21 will be in quadrant 2 and 4. 24 will be in quadrant 4. 32 is in quadrant 4. And 65 is not in any quadrant and can be in a place in the blue box in quadrant 1. And 11 is also in quadrant 4. So there were only two quadrants with the winning numbers, quadrant 2 and quadrant 4. And as you can see, that our main numbers are all in quadrant 4. So quadrant 1 and quadrant 3 has no winning numbers. Now let's look at the secret to the infinite Dster. Besides converted the numbers into letters. Now, we are able to see that the secret infinite Dster has been revealed. Besides using the infinite quadrant system, we find the infinite Dster also has a circumference. The one is still in the circumference of the Dster. That's why the circumference works, because this one is considered to be inside the circumference of the Dster. So as you can see, it ranges from 0, 45, 90, 135, 180 is on the bottom on my pencil, 225, 270, 315. At 315, it's go down to 0, which is considered 360. So the circumference is 360 degrees. And let's look at the circumference of the circle with 360 degrees. They're broken down to 45-degree arc. So you can choose to break it down more and break it down to 15-degree arc and go from 0, 15, 30, 45. Or you can go in between 0 and 45 and have 22.5 degree. Then 45 degree, then 47.5 degree. Then 90 degree, after 90 degree it'll be 100. And 12.5 degree, you can go around the circumference of the circle with a degree of 360. We're not using 2 rounds of the circumference, we're only using 1 round, so 1 round would be 360 degrees. And as you can see, that the winning number are breaking down into degrees. Now, as we can see, that half of the circumference of the Dster one was not used in picking out winning numbers. So, as we can see, the starting point of our winning number are from 0 degrees, and we ended at 225 degrees, since I'm using a 45-degree integral circumference. So the minimum circumference went from 0 degrees, and the maximum circumference of the winning number was 225 degrees. Why? Because 205-degree arc leads to 2e. So 2e would be around 225 degrees circumference. So you will have to go from 0 circumference to 225 circumference to pick all winning number for this draw, and by placing 65 to create all winning number in the blue box. And as you can see, how many circumference wasn't used in picking out winning number? From 225 to 360 degrees, no winning number was used in our picking out circumference. So 135 degrees wasn't used from 225 to 360 degrees. So that means 135 degrees circumference wasn't used in picking our winning number. So the maximum circumference to pick all our winning number are 360 degrees. So your goal is to find out the right infinite Dster and find out the right circumference to pick your winning number. The circumference of the Dster will let you pick all your winning numbers. Now, as you can see, this was used for last night's Mega Million drawing. And as you can see, the circumference of the circles were also added to the infinite Dster quadrant system. Now the 12 were the mega ball that came, and some of you had the 12 correct. And I wasn't betting on the 12. The system showed that 12 wasn't supposed to come. And also, the other winning number were about 28, 56, 37, also in the Dster, and 69 were in the Dster. And also 34. 34 were not in the Dster. And as you can see, last winning number from the Dster was 56. Now 56 is in the cutting point between 0 degrees. So 65 would be in this range. So 65 would be considered 315 to 360 degrees. So that means in order to pick out all our winning numbers, you need to use all circumference of the circle to pick at least 4 winning numbers from the Dster infinite quadrant system. The matrix for this draw was all high numbers. That means that nobody won the Mega Million. As I say, if numbers goes high, nobody's gonna win, because a lot of people are starting their picks from no number matrix. So now that nobody won, Mega Million goes up to 90. By Christmas time, if it continues to be no winners, you might see about 300 million in the jackpot. So for this draw, all 360 degrees circumference has to be used. because our last winning number in the Dster was 56. I'll further break down the circumference of the circle to reveal the secret in picking all our winning numbers even better. Now, the Powerball for tonight's draw, the Dster will be used is this Dster. This Dster will be used for tonight's Powerball drawing. And we further adding the infinite coordinate quadrant system and the circumference of the Dster system. So my bet is tonight's Powerball drawing, if nobody won, is going to be neck to neck with the Mega Million jackpot. And as you know, that looking at the past drawing, the system shows that tonight's Powerball drawing might not need to use all the circumference of the Dster system. My bet is that the Dster circumference are ranging from 0 to 180 or 0 to 225 again. So if the Dster circumference used for tonight's draw are 180 degrees, up to here, these 10 digits, including the blue box, will be used in our picking our winning numbers. If the circumference of the circle use up to 225 degrees, then from 7 and 6 in this section will be used, and from this section quadrant 4 will be used. And not only that, the 0 will be used in picking our winning number also. That means, you see it? You see the arc? You see the 225 degree arc? It cuts the 9 and 7 in quadrant 3. So 225 degree will include 0, 5, 7. And 125 degree, as you can see, will be include 152, and then 90 degree will include 0, 9, blue box, 2, and 8. That's how it works. And if it deems right, from 0 to 205 degree maximum will be used to pick our winning number by using this Dster. Even though that the code Dster is in this section, I might use the code Dster 35 and place a 3 in the blue box, because the code Dster 35 breakdown is used for tonight's Powerball drawing. And in order for us to pick the 35, we have to go from 0 to, let's say, 315 degree to pick out 35. And I say, instead of doing that, I'm using the blue box to place a 3 to create 35, instead of using all the circumference of the circle to pick out winning numbers. Yet again, let's look at the breakdown of this new system. The secret behind this system, the degree. 15, 21, 24, 32, 11 were all in the Dster. 15 were chosen from 0 to 90 degrees. 45 were chosen from 45 to 135 degrees. 90 were chosen from 90 to 135 degrees. 32 were also chosen from 90 to 135 degrees. And 135 is chosen from 135 to 225 degrees. So that's where our winning numbers were coming from. The winning numbers lies in the circumference of the Dster. A circumference of 360-degree rotation around the Dster system. Just as the lottery board has a circumference, the Dster also has a circumference. We need to find the circumference of the Powerball winning coordinates for tonight's drawing. So once we gather that, we have our narration. Once we gather that information, we will have our narration down to a certain circumference. We can find the circumference of this draw to be about 225-degree maximum from 0 degree minimum. We do not need to use the whole 360-degree circumference of the Dster. The other 135 degree was not used as our winning coordinates. So now only 2 digits were used as our winning number picking that exceeds 135. So those numbers were the only number that exceeds 135 degrees. Our picking digits used in our winning number were from 90 to 135 degree circumference. So that circumference range, from 90 to 135 degree circumference, was the picking point. That means most of our winning number were picked from that circumference. So also finding the circumference range will lead you to pick your winning number also. So we need to find the peaking range. So you can go back to every draw to see where the peaking range are, where the best circumference range are. So donate, share, like, follow me on Fope, watch, donate to my channel, follow my prediction also on Fope, and do subscribe if you like this video. And I'll try to post another pick 3 tic-tac-toe system soon, so be sure to watch and also subscribe. And thanks for watching the secret to the Dster system.